Hello, darlings. Welcome, welcome. We're going to do the sound bowl real quick so that we can clear the air before we start with today's reading, okay? So if you have a sensitivity to high frequency sounds, please make sure and lower your volume, okay? I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to do so. Ready? All right. Okie dokie. Now that we have got that done, let's go ahead and get started with today's collective. We're going to be using the Fairy Wisdom Oracle, and we're also going to be using fairy energy. I just felt very fairy energy, okay? So let's get started. What is the energy for today's collective message? Ooh, chocolate brownie fairy. How cute. All right. Let's see. Autumn. Ooh, perfect, because we are in autumn right now. Oh. I don't know where I just started shuffling. It was the green fairy at the bottom, sorry. Okay. So let's see. So by the way, we've got a 24, which is a 6, a 62, which is an 8. Oh, and a 43, which is a 7. So we've got 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Let's read these cards. Let's start with number 24, which is the green fairy. Okay. The keyword with this card is healing. Green is the color of healing and growth. This card tells of healing in progress, a need for healing, or an ability to direct healing energy to yourself or others. Which is it for you? If you are in need of healing, focus your attention on the color of nature's green grass, trees, and foliage. Sit in nature, in the woods, or a garden if possible. Inhale this green deep into every cell of your body and bring this color out into your aura. Fill up with the luscious green of a rainforest. Meditate with this color until you get an inner knowing that you are done. Ask the green fairies to assist you in your healing or with the healing of others. They are very skillful in their craft and are always ready to help. Be sure to offer thanks for their work. Just as the trees and flowers grow, so can your body, mind, emotions, and spirit grow healthy and strong. In nature, there is constant renewal. Buy yourself a plant today. Okay, let's look at number 62, the brownie fairy. The key word with this one is enjoy. The chocolate brownie fairy is all about the sweetness of life. Allow yourself to fully partake of all the sweetness that life has to offer. Live in the moment. See the joy in all things, from the tiniest butterfly to the beauty of the highest peaks. Laugh as much as you possibly can, especially if it is at yourself. If you have the opportunity to go on an adventure, have your bags packed, ready, and waiting. Meet new people and enjoy interesting things. Learn something new each day. Find fun and adventure in even the simplest of things. Make your life a party. Remember to play, and if you have to work, bring the spirit of play into your workplace. Embrace all of life to the fullest. Rejoice at being on this earth. Be grateful for the experience, and above all, eat more chocolate. Okay, I'm never going to say no to that. And then we've got 43, autumn. Let's take a look at autumn. Okay, so autumn, ooh, the keyword is releasing. In the autumn, the fairies dash about checking to make sure that all the leaves are falling. Sometimes a leaf needs a little nudge, and the fairies are happy to oblige. The fairies have a lot to do before they can rest in winter. For us humans, autumn is about letting go. Just like the trees retract their sap in winter, we retract our energy. The autumn card tells you to store your energy up for yourself right now. Feel your energies beginning to collect around you and pull them inward close to your body. Conserve energy. If you have drawn this card, you are being told to let go of the old habits and ideas that tend to take up energy that can be better used elsewhere. It is a time of sorting, a time to release old stuff and to see what is truly precious to you and what you really want to keep in your life. This may be a time of weeding out so that you can do the prep work for a new project in your life. If your energy feels lower, don't panic. Flow with nature's cycles and rest and relax. Autumn offers us magical qualities that inspire reflection and thinking. Go deeper down into your roots to reflect on where your life is going and where you want it to go. It is also a good time to do some writing or journaling. This may be a day for you to just curl up under a quilt with a good movie and a hot cup of tea. Follow the wind today. Okay. Some of you may be releasing things. Yeah, like I feel like this has a lot to do with releasing the things that were maybe stopping your healing. Things that really didn't make you feel that great. Maybe this has to do with a mindset. This has to do with certain people. Maybe this has to do with a certain friendship or a job. Whatever it is you're letting go of, it's saying you know that you're stepping into a much sweeter phase of your life, a much sweeter energy towards yourself and healing. Let's see. Give me a couple of cards for Green Fairy. Give me a couple of cards for Green Fairy. Oh, Five of Pentacles. Oh, let's see. Give me another one. Yep, Nine of Swords. This is connected to the other collective story. So today's collective message is connected to the collective story. Temperance. The Sun, King of Swords, Ace of Cups. Yeah, you guys. With Temperance here, you've it's good to heal. It's good to address our behaviors. But I think with the Five of Pentacles, you're either being too hard on yourself, because that was a little bit about what the other collective story was about, or you're realizing that to heal, you need to look at the parts of yourself that maybe came from other people's mistreatment, and that may be why you're releasing people or mindsets. Could be a mindset you're getting rid of. Because with the Nine of Swords, it's not serving you. It's got you in this place of anxiety. It's got you in this place of hurt and worry. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Let's see. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Wheel. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Quill, get back to basics. Sun, happiness and well-being, and wealth. So yeah, look, the Sun showed up here too, along with the King of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Oh, and the Magician, the Ace of Cups, right? So you guys are stepping into this place of wanting to be happy, wanting to be emotionally safe. Whatever you were in that had you rambling aimlessly in life, you're getting back to basics. You're healing. You are healing. And that is connecting you to your happiness, your well-being, and your wealth, guys. Because health is wealth. Lovelies, health is wealth. So we've got handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Wall, misunderstanding. And woman, dealings a relationship with a woman. Some of you may have met a woman, because we have a meeting with a stranger, that is helping you not deal with maybe deal with misunderstandings, but also deal with whatever blockages you had. This could be blockages you had in the way that you see yourself or the way that you take care of yourself. So go ahead and heal, but don't let it drive you to anxiety. You know, make sure that you're still in this place of be gentle. Healing itself is painful. So be gentle. And what I mean by that is, you know how I'm always using the example of wounds, right? Cuts, because it's very similar. One is energetic and emotional, and the other one is physical, but they're similar. When you are, like in the other collective, I use the example of taking out a bullet, right? And so you have a bullet in your flesh. Having to go in there and dig out the bullet is already painful. So if somebody's like, oh, well, it's already painful, let's just slop some alcohol in there and slap the wound, there's no need for that. The pain was already there in removing and extracting what was doing the damage. Now be gentle with the wound, okay? So don't heal, but don't do it to the point where even the healing doesn't have a touch of gentleness to it, okay? Clarify Nine of Swords. Look at that. V, victory in some endeavor. Ooh, October. So this may have started in October. You may have started this journey in October. Heartache over what you no longer have. And Diamond. You'll be receiving a gift or a precious gift. Yeah. Whatever hurt, because look at that spear driven straight through a heart. Whatever hurt or heartache you've been dealing with, I think you may have started this journey in October. And it feels like a gift. Let it remain that way. Don't turn healing into something that turns into a nightmare, you know? April may also be your month of birth. October could be a month of birth. Or by April, you'll be really... Think of it like this. It's interesting that this healing started in October because by the time spring comes around, you'll be a different person. Dark man. Dealing's a relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. Axe, forces working against you. And Nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So for some of you, either you are a dark man, because we did get the King of Swords over here, right? Either you are a dark man with either dark hair, dark complexion, or you were dealing with a man with dark hair, dark complexion. Either way, you may have felt a lot of threat, a lot of being alone, having to be defensive, like nobody was on your side. But I think at your core, you're recognizing now, because it's the healing card, remember? You're recognizing that a lot of that anxiety, a lot of that pain came from you not having possibly an emotionally secure, loving foundation. And the healing is going to come from you giving that to yourself. That's how you get rid of this anxiety. That's how you get rid of this mentality that maybe I'm worthless, maybe I'm this, maybe I'm that. You release the past mentality that has you trapped in this place, thinking that you're unlovable or that you're not good enough or that whatever it is that the little voices in your head tell you, you can eliminate that by giving yourself an emotionally secure, loving foundation. Okay? That's how you get victory. Let's see. Give me another couple of cards for Chocolate Brownie Fairy. Oh, well, okay. Temperance. And the Seven of Pentacles. All right. With the Five of Wands. So here's the thing. We are not trying to create a battle between who you were and who you are now. With Temperance, what we're trying to do is merge those two. And what I mean by that, let's say that some of you, how do I put this? If some of you have not been your best self, right? Let's say that there's a woman out there who has been the type of woman who has been a doormat or a people pleaser, or they're the opposite and they're hyper masculine and hyper independent and they don't let anybody help them and they always do it by themselves, but they also have been distant and cold and maybe hurt people along the way. You don't have to discard that part because there are pieces of you that were just surviving. Those actions came from a place of survival, and survival is always going to be necessary. Maybe you can modify the way that you're approaching things. So for example, if you're on this end of the spectrum of somebody who is a doormat and a people pleaser, that means that you're a very loving person. You may be very empathic. You may be very kind and compassionate. You can keep that part. Just don't allow it to continue being a people pleaser. Now you can still hold on to the part of you that's soft and loving. Just have boundaries. And if you're on the other end of the spectrum and you're somebody who's very aggressive, possibly even violent, hyper independent, and doesn't let anybody near, you can hold on to that energy, because that means that you're very protective of yourself. You don't take anybody's shit. You're not going to be the type of person that's going to take disrespect lying down. That's okay. You can hold on to that. Just maybe open up. Start reducing the aggression. Start temper it, right? We're not saying one or the other is worse or better. We're saying merge the energies to where you're not on one end of the spectrum or the other, you're in the center. You're balanced, okay? Because that's how you grow. Remember, we're talking about by April, you'll be a very different person. Well, the Seven of Pentacles, this is a Taurus Saturn energy. It means you can't really reap anything of value if you're not planting anything of value. If you plant tomatoes, you will only get tomatoes. But if you start planting now, you will get those tomatoes in April. You just have to start planting, right? So whatever results you want, if you want a life of sweetness, you've got to plant that sweetness within you. You've got to give yourself that softness. And then it becomes a lot easier to give to other people, to receive from other people. If you want boundaries, you have to draw boundaries with yourself and then allow that to come out with other people. Clarify Temperance. We've got Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is over. And Mule, someone is extremely stubborn. Okay. The universe is telling you already went through the most difficult part. The most difficult part of this challenge is already over. You may be a little lost, but there's no reason to be stubborn. There's no reason to stay. The only person you're hurting when you're being stubborn is yourself. Because if you're in this place of saying, well, like let's say you're someone who's really loving, right? And you struggle with boundaries and you're thinking, well, I'm just going to stay that way because that's who I am, damn it. That's wonderful. Nobody's telling you that you can't be a loving person. But if you prefer to stay without boundaries, that doesn't hurt me. That doesn't hurt anybody else but you. I mean, it might have an impact on the people around you in a negative way, but overall, the one that will suffer the most will be you. And vice versa. If you're somebody who's aggressive and you're rude and you're blunt and you're like, I don't have to get no fucking softness. Okay, again, you don't have to. And just remember that you reap what you sow. And it's not about karma. Well, that is what karma is. You reap what you sow. If you plant an orange tree, you will only get oranges. If you plant aggression, that will be all you get. If you are all about no boundaries, that is all you will get, because it's not about the universe punishing you. It's about energy. Whatever you put in is what you get out. Weeping Willow, family sorrow. Unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. And Candle, yeah, you'll be shown the way. You are being shown the way. You are being guided. And I think that the Weeping Willow is here because you may realize that maybe you didn't really have the upbringing you would have wanted. And you're really struggling with that. Because you want to make changes, but you're also afraid that if you make changes, that means you're betraying your past, you're betraying your family, you're betraying your friends. But remember, the only one that will suffer will be you if you maintain things the way they are. You can either change and have a better life, and maybe other people will be like, ooh, dude, you don't care about us anymore. No, I never said that. I'm not sure where you're getting that thinking from. Or you can stay the same and have them supposedly happy, when in reality, you're going to be the one that's miserable. You got to decide. And right now, you may be a little muddled, but remember, do you want a life of sweetness and healing? You're going to have to let go of either some people or some mentalities. That's going to be your challenge. Clarify Seven of Pentacles. March. Ooh, fair man. Gong, an exciting event, announcement, new home. Ooh, girls. Okay, so for those of you who in the past you dealt with the dark man, in March, for sure, because we keep seeing it. Remember that we're a collective. I'm talking to the collective, right? Which I am a part of. So we're all on different timelines. For some of you, this will come in December, for others, January, for others, February, for others, March, for others, April, but it's coming. Okay, that's what matters. This fair man's coming in, which we've seen this blonde. Well, I don't know if he's blonde or he's a silver fox. I don't know, but we keep seeing this fair man show up, which is going to be exciting. It's going to be very exciting. Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Career. And light, look at this, time to act. That's why Spirit is urging you to act now. The lion is here because not only does it take courage, does it take bravery to face healing, but it makes you stronger. It sharpens your senses. It means that if you become the type of person that heals, you can't be manipulated. You cannot be controlled. But if you reap that, if you sow lack of healing, you will reap lack of healing. If you sow healing, you will reap even more healing. It's just Spirit wants to help you over these obstacles, over these challenges, but that way you'll have this career that's coming up. But you only can make the decision to act. Spirit can't force you. Your guides are here specifically for that, to show you the way, to guide you, but they can't force you to take action. Okay? That can only come through you. Oh, give me a couple of cards for autumn. Guys, look at that. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I love it. And the Four of Pentacles. Listen, there's a lot of Pentacles that came out. Although this was the 5, it was still the 5 of Pentacles. We got the 7 of Pentacles, and now the 4. Say it with me. Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. 10 of Cups. 2 of Wands, 10 of Swords. But there's that 10 of Swords. Releasing. You've got to release. And some of you here like, oh, I don't want to let go of the past. There's more Pentacles. Oh my God, guys. The thing is, whatever it is that you don't want to let go of the past, whether it's a person, whether it's a mentality, again, you don't have to. But just remember, you can't change your future if you're not changing where you're at right now. What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. If you don't change what you're doing, you cannot expect a different future. Simple as that. The 10 of Cups, you have a lot of wonderful things coming your way. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. But even if the Wheel of Fortune turns in your favor, guys, the Wheel of Fortune represents doors opening up for you. Your spirit guides aligning you with opportunities, with a chance that other people don't get. But if you don't act now, you won't be able to see those opportunities. You won't be able to be near those doors. Not because Spirit's stopping you, but because you'll be blind to it, because that's what healing is. Healing is removing all of the little veils in front of our eyes. That's why Spirit's like, we're trying to help you because we're aligning you with doors. But if you can't see those doors, we can't force you through them because they cannot interfere with your free will. Clarify Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. Yoke. Feeling tied down or frustrated. Not unsuccessful plans. And coin. Money will be coming to you. Turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. And teardrops. Great personal sorrow. You're still very caught somewhere. If this applies to you, you're still very caught somewhere. And like I said, Spirit is definitely going to keep aligning you with doors. Right now, you're in a period of doors opening for you. But if you're so weighed down, you can't see them. there's nothing else Spirit can do. Because this knot is you being tied to things that don't serve you. Spirit is trying to help you untie the knot, but Spirit can only show you the way. This is free will. You have to choose to make that choice. Because they're trying to, I'm telling you, they're trying to open doors. They're trying to guide you to a better place. But you're kind of sitting here like, nope. Nope. And then it's understandable because maybe it's just not time. Maybe it's just not time for you. Rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation's over. Wishbone, a wish, I'm telling you, wish is granted. I, psychic ability, trust your intuition. Remember when I said that if your eye is not clear, you can't see? Look at this. Your eyes aren't clear because you're still in sorrow over the past. You're still mourning the past. So if your eye isn't clear because it's full of tears, you won't be able to see that wishes are being granted, that doors are being opening for you, because you're still grieving the past. And grief is a natural process. But the thing is, there's stages to grief, okay? In fact, let's look them up real quick. There's stages to grief. I know that the first one is, I think, denial. I believe the first stage is denial. Let's see. Oh, no, actually the first one is anger. If you got angry at anything I've said, yeah, you went through the first stage of grief. Depression is the second step. Acceptance is the third. Bargaining is the fourth. Denial is the fifth. Sadness is the sixth. Denial and isolation. Like you keep going, it's like this hold on, because they just went in a circle. Okay, so we go through shock, denial, grief, anger, guilt, and then regret. And then after that, you reach acceptance. So right now, you guys are still on number 3. Grief and possibly some anger. Guilt, because we're in the 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. You've got to move past that. There will be regrets, guys. But if you don't reach those final stages of acceptance, your eyes will be blurry because you still haven't moved on. It's okay to grieve, but move forward. There's stages of grief. Don't stay stuck. And if you feel like you're still at that place, that's okay. Because ultimately it may be this is a wheel. It'll come back around at some other time, okay? I'm just letting you know, Spirit's doing everything it can to align you with the perfect opportunities. Your perception needs to change. If you really, you got to release things if you want to embrace others. But wishes are being granted. If anything, this is proof that Spirit is here for you. It's up to you whether you take those opportunities or not. Because with Rainbow, the most difficult part is already over. It really is. The better seasons are coming around. But you've got to untie yourself. You've got to release. Okay? And if not, don't pressure yourself. Maybe next time. Clarify 4 of Pentacles. Just don't say Spirit never looks out for you. Oh, July. Maybe you'll have another opportunity in July. Let's see. Cracked cup. See, dissatisfaction with life. Barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. And success. So here's the thing. This is why Spirit this is why this message came through. Because some of you are like, well, I'm grieving. Okay, we get that. We do. Grief is very necessary. But at some point, you've got to move on because it's saying that grief isn't making you happy anyway. If you were just grieving and it was helping you heal, that's great. But you're in this place of like, well, I was broken and I'm going to stay broken. But you're not happy. You feel empty. The Spirit's like, because you're holding on. Four of Pentacles. Look at him holding on to that coin. Look at him. Because you're holding on. We are trying to help you heal, but you're sitting here like, no, you don't understand. That's all there is. That's all she wrote for me. I got my heart broken. I was hurt. I'm never going to move forward. Spirit's like, hello. We are trying to align you with wishes. We are trying to align you with open doors, but you're sitting here with your head bowed saying, nope, that's all. That's all. You're staying in grief. You're choosing to not release. We want you to be happy. We want you to have wonderful things. We want you to have success. We want you to have rainbows and wishes granted. But we can't do that if you don't look up. If you don't let go. Stop being weighed down by the past. So okay, mistakes were made. Acknowledge it. Move on. It's time to move on, guys. Okay? All right. That's what I got for you. I hope that this gave you some clarity and some guidance, and I look forward to feedback. Bye-bye.